Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a sensational Blancpain that is not a 50 fathoms, a timepiece that is gorgeous inside and out. It's the Villeret Quantieme Complet blue flinque dial, so white gold, 40 millimeters, 11 millimeters thick, and only 44.5 millimeters lug-to-lug. This is the opposite of the overbearing 50 fathoms form. This is a watch that'll wear well across a broad range of smaller wrists, down to as small as, in my estimation, 13.5 centimeters circumference. The stance of the lugs is broad at 22 millimeters, so the watch is not oversized. It does have a contemporary footing and wrist presence. Now the timepiece is fairly hefty in white gold, so you know that you're wearing something special, and that's compounded by the use of a matching double deployant white gold clasp. As you can see, a leaf spring system used internally to throw it open when you pull it open and lock it shut when you close it. Nicely executed. The leaf spring, as well as fully finished white gold skeletonized swing arms and a pin buckle to match. I appreciate that you do get white gold to match a white gold case. Every brand should be doing this. Unfortunately, that's no longer the case universally with white metal watches. But the case matches the buckle here, and the timepiece with a distinctly Blancpain case form, a combination of sculpturally separate lugs with a rounded and high-polished mid-case profile. My favorite detail here is the sharp cleft between the lugs and the case band. You'll also note from top to bottom, it slopes inboard rather than sloping down and out like a cone. It's almost an inverse conical profile. The bezel is, get a little bit closer right here, is a double gadron design that is double stepped and relatively minimalist. As you can see from the front, the watch is almost all of dial once you turn it over, and for good reason. There is a stamped guilloche pattern. It's a sort of sun ray motif radiating out from the moon phase at 6 o'clock, and then over that a translucent blue lacquer has been laid down to create the appearance that you see here. That flinque is essentially guilloche stamped or cut with lacquer or enamel in translucent form overlaid. Outboard, high quality stylized Roman numerals in white gold hands to match at center, and you can see aperture style day and month with a radial serpentine display for the date indicator, and I'm going to demonstrate the underlug corrector system that Blancpain gives you. Note, there is no dimple corrector on the case flank, so how is all this done? I'm going to show you in a moment, but do spare thought for that sensational blue metallic moon phase. Note that it is both oversized and a contrasting blue, with a deep midnight blue that contrasts with the cobalt of the dial. The timepiece, using the 2005 to present Blancpain underlug corrector system. Essentially, a corrector for each of the indications of the calendar that cleans up the case flank as there are no dimples or pusher adjusters, but it also blocks you from accidentally adjusting the calendar during the danger zone changeover, which is to say you can't accidentally change the calendar and damage the watch. These correctors will lock you out automatically. Now the movement, we need to talk about it because it's a highlight of the watch. You can see twin mainspring barrels, automatic winding, 72-hour power reserve, 4 Hz beat rate. This is the twin mainspring barrel 28 joule Blancpain manufacturer caliber 6654. Let's get a little bit closer here. You can see some features including a handsome rose lathe cut, golden winding mass, linear Côte de Genève perfectly aligned across the bridges, all screw heads black polished, and if I turn the watch away from the flushed camera angle, you can begin to see the mirrored rounded edges of the bridges lighting up. That is the mirrored chamfer known as anglage, and the real thing here, not a beveled machined mark. All of this done by hand. Nicely executed. It's on the same level as what you'll see from Audemars Piguet, which incidentally is created in the same town of Les Brassus, in the very same Vallée de Jeux. So a neighbor of Audemars Piguet and producing machines on par both mechanically and aesthetically. Blancpain is one of the perennially underrated brands in Swiss high horology, but you get something that's rare and exquisite. At the same time, you have none of the compromises that often come with rare and exquisite high horology timepieces, because Blancpain being a Swatch Group brand, it will be around forever to maintain the watch, service the watch, and if an average mechanical watch has roughly a 300-year service life expectation, you can bet this watch to give you long-legged durability through every one of them. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.